Why hello, welcome. I am Lady Genesis and this is the art realm of Genesis. In this video, I'm going to do something that I've been dying to do for a while. I have seen a lot of artists do this art trend where they turn off the, color on their iPad. They go to the accessibility area in their settings and make it grayscale, and then they draw with like mystery colors. And I thought it was really cool, and I just never got around to it, so I'm going to do that today. Of course, I did start off with sketching a piece just for the occasion. I wanted a couples piece because I thought I'd switch it up a little bit. And then this is me picking out whatever colors I thought would be kind of nice together. I tried to make them kind of crazy and over the top, but we'll see how well they work together. Next, I went to the Liquify settings in the Procreate app and just kind of mixed them up a little bit. I didn't like the way they got mixed up the first time, so I remixed them and then kind of readjusted everything and moved it in the corner. And now it's time to go to my settings. Of course, I had to cover a few things because I didn't want y'all to see my information. Trying to keep a girl safe out here, if you know what I mean. And then it was time to start coloring. It is actually very hard for me to draw at my desk on my iPad and record because I'm so used to doing it with the screen recording. But fun fact, if you ever want to try this, unless there's a way I'm missing on how to do it, I tried testing it out and screen recording with the grayscale filter on, and it does not work. It still records in color, so that's why I had to put the camera above me while I was coloring everything. So yeah. But, I tried to get this done in one fell swoop. I think it took me about 35 minutes to color this piece all together. And looking from above, trying to color this, it's kind of hard when all the colors are blending together in grayscale. I don't know how people do this. It was very like, I hope I'm not picking the same color for everything. So later on in the video, I did go and get like a darker grayscale color. I don't know what color it was supposed to be. I just picked something that looked darker on the color wheel, and I used that for shadowing just to make things pop because I could not tell where things were. It's harder than it looks. So yes, I kind of cheated for that part. I didn't turn the filter off. I just went and picked another darker grayscale color in the app while I was working. Well, actually, I think I picked two, just to have some variation of something. And then I also, when I was doing the eyes, I just got like a darker version in the grayscale filter for shadowing the eyes. So if it was like blue, I just moved the little color thing down into the darker section so that it was a darker blue to like shadow as an example. But other than that, I pretty much stuck with whatever colors I had to begin with. Yeah, see, like it is so hard to tell the colors, and I'm doing the best I can. So I'm surprised I didn't miss anything. Also, I had to switch it up and use the syrup brush for more color filling compared to using the Salamanca brush that I normally use for coloring to make it look more feathery and painted because I couldn't see anything. And that was very challenging, but I'm not going to gripe. I think I did okay because, if you watch my videos, when I use the Salamanca brush, I normally color out of the lines and then I erase around it because I want to make sure I get everything colored and feathery and like painted. And then I erased the edges, so I had to keep in mind, I'm like, I can't see a thing in this. So I used the syrup brush to line everything and then color it that way and drop the color in to make it easier. And then I alpha locked most layers, and that way I could shadow within those layers so I don't go beyond to make it easier on myself. I would have to say, as far as coloring in this type of art style, or art system, I feel like I did a rush job because normally it takes me a lot longer to get all the details down, but I did the basics of what I thought I should do, like shadowing the eyes, shadowing the hair, shadowing under the chin, and in the arm crevices and all that stuff to kind of make it seem like something I would normally do. But honestly, if it was regular coloring, I would have did a lot more. I think another thing that attributed to the sloppy rushing of this was the fact that I wanted to do this all in one night. I didn't want to have to keep my iPad in grayscale mode because heaven forbid I turned off that filter and I went back into Procreate for whatever reason and forgot. And then I saw the piece before it was finished. I would have ruined everything and I would have been like, oh no, these colors. And then it would kind of influence where I would pick my colors. And I don't want to do that. I want to kind of keep true to the challenge. So I did the best I could. Well, that's enough rambling out of me. I'm going to sit back and let you finish watching the rest of the video, and I will be back towards the end. Enjoy. I'm back. So I figured I would chime in a little bit earlier at the end to add more side notes. I did use the light pen to highlight the nose and the lips and the eyes like I would normally do, and like the hair, just to give it a little bit something extra. And I normally do like the light pen for little dots in the background to just give it like a mystical, whimsical feel. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. And then it was time for the grand reveal. And I also flagged my husband over so he could see it. And I kept the audio portion in so you can hear our actual reactions to this. Well, that's not what I expected. Well, I hope you enjoyed me cackling like a witch for a few seconds. But other than that, I did have fun doing this art challenge. It turned out very psychedelic, and I think I forgot to color in the girl's eyebrows, but we're not going to judge here. But that also brings up a good point. Kind of. I think I'm going to do a part 2 of coloring this piece again, but I'm going to use the auto color palette generator for the next video, so keep a lookout for that the following week. Also, I think this might become a new series because I had so much fun. I might color some of my other pieces that I previously did on this channel, so keep a lookout. Well, that's going to do it for this week's episode, and if you liked what you saw, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. All of it helps my tiny little channel grow, and I deeply appreciate all of you. I will see you in the next video. Keep it pushing, take it easy, love you all, and bye!